Welcome back to another episode of Buccaneers franchise. This is going to be a video of kind of commentary, kind of just talking. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but still not completely back. I'm still a little congested, still don't really like the way that I sound. And for some reason, the energy just isn't completely there. Right now, we're taking a look at Arnold Crockett. This is the team we are playing today. We're seeing the former number one overall pick in action today. He's having a much better second season in his career so far. 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The biggest thing I noticed last season, 58% completion percentage. This season, 72% completion percentage. And he has led the Saints to the top spot of the NFC South. We are home once again in Raymond James Stadium. And this matchup was going to feel significant until this series ends. Reason being is we had the chance to risk it all and trade everything we had to get to that number one pick and ultimately pick Arnold Crockett, or we had the choice to trade for Joey Campbell. We all know what choice was made by the Buccaneers and what has come of it. Who made the better decision? Right now it feels like the Bucs, but we don't know what the future holds. All we know is we got a game to play today. Jimmy Streeter back deep to return. He still has no acceleration. Kinda makes a man miss, and he's out to the 25-yard line. We will see Joey Campbell first in this one. And Campbell so far putting together a strong season. 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions through 6 games. And he's also running like an absolute madman. First play of the game today is a quick pass for Terrence Lynch. That's a gain of 6. Yeah, guys, I've been having a ton of fun playing these games lately. We got Cornhurst around the outside. He fights forward and picks up 6 more. I've just been, like I said, just been sick this past week or so. I've been struggling to find the energy to sit down and edit. Cause yeah, I just been sick and it sucks. But we're here, and Juan Weston, another guy that I really like. Juan Weston, very good player, makes it 3rd and 19 as he comes in on a blitz and gets the sack. I believe, I wanted to throw to Cornhurst here, but as he got caught up in that block, I couldn't. So that was great. Joey Campbell goes deep for Elijah Moore. That one's swatted away. Makes it 4th down and 19. And we will see second-year player Arnold Crockett. We already looked at his numbers, but we will look at them again. 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1,600 yards, and a 5-1 record. He starts at his own 29-yard line. Crockett, quick pass to the outside that's caught by Curtis Samuel. Good tackle made by Josh Nelson. After seeing Curtis Samuel, I decided let's take a look at the rest of the team. This is a Saints roster that I feel is decent at playmaking. You know, they got Tyler Algier, who's okay, Chris Olave, who's great, Alex Howard and Curtis Samuel, who are, a solid 2 and 3, and then Dan Edwards, who I think can be really good if he is actually used. He's a tight end with 88 speed, and he's just really dynamic at the position. They tried to hit Edwards there, but it was knocked away by Josh Nelson. Nelson got to be one of the few corners in the league that can handle a tight end, as that's picked off by Jamel Dean. Dean going back the other way with it. He's taken down at the 30. And we're going to take a look at the replay here. Good coverage by Jamel Dean, but if the ball is out in front of Curtis Samuel, it's probably a completion. Ball is behind Samuel. Dean just reaches out and snags it, and he's got the Buccaneers going the other way. 1st and 10 from the 30. We're going to hand off to Hurst once again. He gains another 6 yards, makes it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's a fake this time. Campbell trying to evade some pressure and ends up throwing it away. A slow 1-for-3 start for Campbell. 3rd and 4, Campbell dropping back, has time again, and oh my goodness, he just makes beautiful passes sometimes. Floats that over Pete Werner's head and completes it for a first down. He's back to pass again, looking for the end zone here. That's knocked away from Elijah Moore. Good coverage. 2nd and 10 from the 14. Going to get another handoff for Cornhurst here, and that's, a gain of 4. Running on 2nd and 10 is an interesting choice, and yet I still do it all the time. 3rd and 6. Campbell back to pass, finds Rashad White. White able to get upfield and pick up 7. Makes it 1st and goal from the 4. On 1st down, Campbell quickly looking to the outside for Dobbins. That's a catch and a gain of 2. Another play made by Juan Weston. He's really a great player. Wish I had him on my team. Cornhurst fights all the way up to the 1-yard line and gets stuffed. No huddle now for Joey Campbell and the Buccaneers. 3rd and goal from the 1. It's a quick handoff to Rashad White, and Rashad White is stuffed. But Juan Weston is injured on the play. Going to be a massive, massive loss for the Saints. 4th down and goal. Buccaneers stay on the field. Campbell keeps it himself, and he is taken down in the backfield by Carl Lawson. I could have easily scored on any of these 4 plays, but I didn't want to call something that I always call when I'm down by the end zone and get an automatic touchdown, so we didn't. Instead, the Saints have the ball again. First play of this drive is thrown to the outside, knocked away by Christian Gonzalez. But yeah, I'll admit there's sometimes when I'm playing these games where, very easily I could probably just call this play and boom, automatic touchdown. But there's times where I'm like, I want to have fun. What if we try to score by doing this? And then we get stuffed on a QB sweep on 4th and goal and don't end up scoring. But it's entertainment. Come on. You know that. You know it's entertainment, right? Right? What an insane catch by Kier Palmer. We forced the Saints to go 3 and out. And a nice ball by Joey Campbell. Floated again, just over defenders. It's a thing of beauty. Take a look at this Saints defense. This is a defense that hasn't really progressed much. Brian Brzee, he's up to an 83, but everyone else feels like they're kind of the same. Juan Weston obviously is a great pick. 87 overall run-stopping middle linebacker. Javier Curtis looks like he could be good. He's a rookie already at a 76 overall. But the cornerback room after Marshawn Lattimore is kind of okay. The safeties, maybe they're average, slightly above average. But either way, they're not stopping Kier Palmer. He's got 2 catches now for 26 yards. 1st and 10 from the 17. Campbell rolling out to his right. And Campbell going to take it himself. He picks up 7. So now he's positive in the rushing yards department. 2nd down and 3. Handoff goes to Cornhurst. He is untouched for 10 yards. And the Buccaneers are going to score first in this one and make it 7-0. Did you place your bet for Cornhurst's first touchdown? Did you expect it to take that long to hit? Arnold Crockett back on the field once again, hoping to recover from his 4th interception on the year. He starts this drive with a quick pass underneath that's caught for a gain of 7. And it's interesting. I don't know if we ever saw, as there's a big play to Dan Edwards. That's who I think needs to get the football. We always struggle against tight ends. Why don't you try to exploit us for that? But one thing I forgot to note, and I don't think we ever saw this version of Arnold Crockett a season ago, He is a superstar X-Factor quarterback. I know I showed it at the start of the video, but I never talked about it. He's a superstar X-Factor. So if he's got anything over Joey Campbell, he's got that. And he's also got Dan Edwards making all of the catches on this drive. It's 1st and goal from the 5. Saints knocking on the door, trying to score. 1st and goal. Back to passes Crockett, and he throws it right to Devin White. Like right at him. Like Devin White stood still. He didn't even have to move. It was pretty terrible. And you know, this is the correct decision. I'm going to show you guys another replay of it. I think Crockett makes the right decision here. The pass is just terrible. And he's made a few pretty bad passes so far. I mean, that is egregiously behind. I think that's Alex Howard. If he simply throws it over the middle of the field and leads him, he very likely has a touchdown. You know, more like that. More like Joey Campbell just did. Kier Palmer's got his 3rd catch of the day. I forgot to commentate on that play. Just stop talking. Brain went blank. That's 2nd and 11. It's going to be a quick flip for Chris Godwin. He's looking for the edge. He's going to make a man miss. Godwin up the sideline. Picks up probably about 20. 1st and 10. All the way up to the 46. Campbell back to pass again. Waiting to find someone open. It's Godwin again. He gets 6 yards this time. I wasn't ready for that play. It happened way too fast. I forgot to commentate again. It's gonna be one of those kind of videos. And we got a deep shot here. It is knocked away from Kier Palmer. I would love to see 98 Spectacular Catch make that tough grab against Paulson Adebo, but you know, we all have hopes and wishes, and let's be honest, most of them aren't going to come true. Oh, that's so cynical and upsetting. Joey Campbell goes down with an injury. Speaking of things that are upsetting. 3rd and 6, but he just goes to the sideline. That tells me it is likely not too serious. And on 3rd down, we bring in Malik Willis, who runs the read option and is chased down for a loss of 1 on the only play that he's run this entire year. Campbell does just have a bruised forearm. He will be back in the next series. We kicked a field goal to make it 10-0. And we are back on defense once again, where Arnold Crockett continues throwing the ball in the wrong direction. He's taken down on 2nd and 10. He loses the football. Defense got to him, and it was scooped up by the Buccaneers. That'll make it 1st and 10 from the 12. Pass underneath is thrown into the dirt by Joey Campbell. Wondering if that bruised forearm is messing with him at all. 2nd and 10. Campbell to the outside. Caught by Dobbins. He's able to pick up 5. I really need to cough badly. I really need to cough over here. I muted my mic so I could cough. Here's a handoff for Cornhurst. He fights forward for a tough gain and makes it 4th and 1. We've got another hurry up, go for it situation. Campbell switching up the formation. 4th down and 1 from the 3. Handoff goes to Hurst. And somehow, some way, they say he got enough for the 1st down there. I'm not sure if I agree, but I'll take it. 1st and goal. Campbell back to pass again. Looking to the right side. He finds Terrence Lynch for a touchdown. And that is going to make it 17-0. Ran a little spacing concept on that right side. Just had a few guys set down in a few different spots. and Terrence Lynch found the most open area. Now we go to an interesting last 2 minutes of the half here. Gonna kind of break the fourth wall a little bit. Have a little fun here. As we're gonna see the Saints try to put together a quick drive. And, well, it's not gonna happen because it's intercepted by Josh Nelson. That is the third pick of the half by Arnold Crockett. That one had no chance as it was absolute blanket coverage by Josh Nelson. So the Bucs get the ball back from the 28. First play is a pass underneath for Kier Palmer once again. He gets 12 or 13 and gets out of bounds. Up to the 41 now. Campbell thrown to the outside for Elijah Moore. He makes the catch. He makes it to the other 36. And just like that, the Buccaneers are in field goal range. A holding penalty drops them back to the 46, though. Pass over the middle is knocked away from Terrence Lynch. And that'll make it 2nd and 20. Campbell back to pass again, launching deep for Kier Palmer, and it's overthrown. And that brings us to 3rd and 20. Campbell back to pass again. Overthrows Anton Dobbins. He had a chance as well. And so now the Buccaneers will punt it back. Never mind. They will try a 63-yard field goal. It comes up just short. We'll take another quick look at it. When I say just short, I mean just short. Maybe needed another yard or two. And now the Saints drive down the field once again. And they've got an opportunity to score. They're up at the 27-yard line. On first down, Arnold Crockett throws it away again. On second down, he's back to pass. He's rolling to his right, runs right into Kalijah Cansey, and makes it 3rd and 23. 3rd down and 23. Back to pass again. Crockett rolling to his right again, and he'll end up throwing this away, making it 4th and 23, and now the Saints will try a 57-yard field goal, and they're also gonna miss. Now the Bucs have about 15 seconds left. They run a play to the outside for Rachaad White. He gets up to the opposite 42-yard line. I believe there's just about 10 seconds, 11 seconds remaining. Campbell back to pass over the middle. He's got Terrence Lynch wide open, and Lynch gets all the way up to the 19, leaving the Bucs with an easy field goal attempt. And we have the weirdest end of the 2 minutes I think I've ever seen to a first half. And it ends with us up 20-0. I thought I showed the first half stats, but I guess I edited them out on accident, so okay. Here I am again, and it's the start of the 3rd quarter already. I could have swore I showed the stats. I'm not going back and re-editing now, though. That's just asinine to even think of going back and doing. I've already recorded 18 minutes of commentary. Yeah, you get the point. So it's the 3rd quarter. And the Saints are driving down the field. 2nd down and 1. This pass is going to go over the middle for Alex Howard. And a little bit of a late hit there by Devin White. We do not care. 1st and 10 from the 14. Crockett chased down by Kalijah Cansey. Crockett can't see him. Makes it 2nd and 26. He's back to pass again. He's going to find Dan Edwards. He's been the most consistent receiver today. Not even sure if we've seen Chris Olave make a catch in this one. It's not going to be on this play as Curtis Samuel catches the screen, picks up 6 or 7 yards. That'll make it 4th and 11. And the Saints turn a 3-score game into a 3-score game by kicking a field goal. Sure. Makes sense to me, I guess. 1st and 10. Buccaneers take back over. I started yawning, so I couldn't speak anymore. Joey Campbell picks up a gain of 11. Here's a handoff for Cornhurst. Cuts it up behind Kier Palmer, and that's a gain of 9 more. Now we got Godwin in motion. Godwin's going to take the handoff to the outside. He avoids the defender, and he's going to pick up a first down carry of his own. 4 more yards, and the Buccaneers have crossed midfield once again. Here's a quick one over the middle for Anton Dobbins. Dobbins with 12 more. It's another Buccaneers first down. They're up to the 37-yard line. Handoff goes to Rachaad White, and Rachaad White picks up 14 more. It's another first down, and the Bucs are up to the 23-yard line. Few plays later at the 13-yard line, Campbell passes to Dobbins. Dobbins dives, touchdown. You know, it's not a game where we're just getting the ball and scoring and getting the ball and scoring and getting the ball and scoring over and over and over again. And it's not a game where we're tackling the Saints for a loss on every single play, but it just feels like one of those games where we have always been in control every single play. It felt like we were going to win, except that one right there, deep down the field to Alex Howard. Add on a roughing the passer penalty, and they get 15 more. But, you know, you ever watch a football game, and this one looks like it'll likely become a blowout if you're not already considering it a blowout. But you ever watch a football game, and it doesn't feel like one team is killing the other team in any way, but you just never really felt like the team winning was ever in any sort of danger. And that's how this game felt today. It felt like even when the score was just 7-0, and maybe the Saints were driving, it felt like we were never in danger. When it was just 10-0 and the Saints were driving, felt like we were never in danger. And so on and so forth until it became 27-3. Speaking of really stupid things that Madden does sometimes, Alex Howard caught that ball and just fell over on like 4th and 5 and didn't end up picking up the first down. How about that? But on 3rd and 5, we are going to fail right back and punt this one right back to the Saints. And we'll give them another opportunity. Can the Saints ever find the end zone? First down play is another pass to Dan Edwards. They literally just need to throw it to Dan every single play. He's the only person that's ever open. You know who else is open? Running open in freedom? Kalijah Cansey. That didn't make sense. All I know is I forgot their quarterback's name, but he overthrew 3rd and 19. Arnold Crockett. I don't know. How could I ever forget a name like Arnold and Mr. Crockett? 4th and 19. He's back to pass again. Dropping back. Throwing over the middle. It is picked off by Antoine Winfield. And that might as well be a game sealer. We're going to take another look at it here. Insane pressure up the middle by, I believe that is Kalijah Cansey. He just destroyed the right guard. Respect to Arnold Crockett for giving his guy a chance deep downfield, but the reality is he did not have a chance. It's 1st and 10 from the 44, and, you know, I think we're at the point of the game where we should really just be trying to run as much clock as we can. And we're going to do that. We're going to run with Cornhurst, and he's going to pick up 4 yards, and then he's going to get injured because all of my players need to suffer at least one minor injury throughout the season. It is a rite of passage to playing for the Buccaneers. Here's a big-time gain on 3rd and inches for Joey Campbell. He picks up the first down. He's only got 24 yards rushing today. So, that's weird. Don't love that. But, you know, we're winning 27-3, so can I really be upset about it? Remember when I said we're going to waste clock? No, we're actually going to chuck the ball to the 4-yard line. Wow, I am really rude with my play calling, huh? First and goal from the 4. Handoff Rashad White. He gets pushed up to the 2. Second and goal from the 2. Joey going to keep it himself, but he is chased down by Juan Weston. I've said that name a lot. He's really good. Pass to the outside, knocked away because 98 spectacular catch never makes contested catches, which is fine. We'll kick another field goal. We'll make it 30-3, and the Saints back out on the field, trying to come away with anything to end this game. But can they do it? They drive down the field a little bit here, but he's getting chased down by Logan Hall. It's another sack. Makes it 3rd and 16. And I skip to a booth review. Gosh, I'm actually such an idiot sometimes. We got a sack and forced a fumble, and I skipped over that play on accident. So it's 4th and 26. Maybe I will edit that in somewhere. Just because that would be cool to see. 4th and 26. Pass is knocked away by Christian Gonzalez. I'm going to end my commentary for a second and edit that sack in so you guys can at least see that, because that would be cool, right? So here is said play I was talking about. Kalijah Cansey just owns the right guard. Took his lunch money and then ran to the quarterback with it. Took his lunch money too. And then Servassier Dennis scooped it up. But it got reviewed and was called not a fumble. So pretty cool play. I'm sorry about the editing mistake. I don't know. I'm clearly out of it or something. I don't know. Whatever. Great game for your Buccaneers. Joey Campbell was sensational. Cornhurst was okay. He just had one of those games where he ran the ball and it was like, all right, like there was nothing wrong with it. Receiving wise, we were led by who else but Kier Palmer. A bunch of different guys caught the football today. Touchdowns for the tight ends, Anton Dobbins and Terrence Lynch. That's pretty cool. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool to me. Defensively, Kalijah Cansey had 4 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, 1 sack for Logan Hall, 1 sack for Jamel Dean. I don't remember the Jamel Dean sack happening. Interceptions for Devin White, Josh Nelson, Jamel Dean, and Antoine Winfield. Taking a look at Anton Dobbins, we got an upgrade for him, and just a little bit of blocking because he can't. Next time, guys, we will take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you, as usual, for all your support, coming by, watching the videos, liking the videos, dropping your comments, all that stuff. It makes me feel great. I hope you guys feel great, and I hope you have a great